13th order of the day is a motion on need to lift the embargo placed on employment by the federal ministries, departments, and agencies, and the private sector to enumerate the effects of COVID-19 pandemic in the country. Standing now, Honorable Sani Bala. Honorable Bala is invited to move the motion.
Speaker, my name is Honorable Engineer Sani Bala. I represent Konchi Sanya Federal Constituency from Kano State. The motion is on the need to lift embargo placed on employment by federal ministries, departments, agencies, and private sector to ameliorate the effect of COVID-19 pandemic in the country. The House note that the President, during the budget presentation in October 2019, announced an embargo on recruitment in federal ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs. Also note that the President recently maintained federal government stand on the existing embargo placed on recruitment in reactions to the devastating effect of the COVID-19 pandemic and fall in global oil prices in Nigeria. Aware that by virtue of its role as one of the major employer of labor in the country, the action of the federal government not to sack or reduce salaries of its workers at the time has been applauded and has no doubt helped to reduce the worsening effect of the pandemic. Also aware that in the attempt to address the adverse effect of the pandemic, the federal government instituted stimulus packages of 65 billion to assist a coalition of private sector operators, a 50 billion naira survival funds for micro, small, and medium enterprises, and another 51 billion guaranteed uptake scheme to save 500,000 jobs, among other interventions. Concern that in view of the projection made by the Minister of Labor in 2018, that Nigeria will record an unemployment rate of 33.5% by 2020, the pandemic had only worsened the situation. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, alleging that 39.4% million jobs losses were anticipated as of December 2020. Also concerned that as a fallout from the pandemic, the Nigerian Bureau for Statistics reported that the unemployment rate was put at around 27.1% in the second quarter of 2020, the highest on record since 2018, when unemployment rate was put at 23.1% in the third quarter of that year. Disturbed that in addition to the 2 million Nigerians previously projected by the World Bank to become impoverished, a further 5 million Nigerians have been said to be facing poverty as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Also disturbed that given the rate of youth corps members who continue to pass out on completion of the mandatory service year at various intervals, the unemployment statistics in Nigeria show that the most agile working class population in the country remain unemployed. Worried about the dire consequences of youth unemployment in the society under the critical period like this, including poverty as well as rising criminal activities and other social vices, which are currently prevalent in the various parts of the country, as the effect of the pandemic continue to bite harder. And cognizant of the fact that Nigeria, like many other countries, ought to have begun a post-COVID-19 era by implementing measures geared toward revamping the economy and improving other social sectors. Also cognizance of the correlation between unemployment and poverty, as well as propositioning that latter can be reduced to the creation of reproductive unemployment or creating income opportunities for the poor, desirous to consider lifting of embargo on recruitment by the federal government as a means of addressing further decline in Nigerians into extreme poverty. Resolved to 1. Urge the federal government to lift the embargo placed on employment by directing the head of service of the Federation to declare existing vacancies and further direct the Federal Civil Service Commission to embark on recruitment exercise. Second, to also urge members of the organized private sector to fill existing vacancies in order to reduce the rate of unemployment in the country, given the interventions it may have enjoyed from the federal government and other developing partners. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Chairman Ami, His Excellency in comment.
I represent the people of Ganye, Jada, Tongo, Belwa. I am from Adamawa State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion heavily moved by my colleague. I so second.
Amejaha Babao, Chibok Dambo, Federal Constituency. My amendment is as follows. Sir? Yes, because of COVID-19, sir. Mandate the Committee on Public Service Matters to ensure compliance of the two prayers above, that is prayer 1 and 2. Mandate the Committee on Public Service Matters to ensure compliance of the two prayers above. That is third prayer. That's the amendment, sir. Yes, Public Service Matter Committee to ensure compliance.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir, my respected colleagues, I am Abdullah Saad Abdul Qadir, representing Ningi Wariji, Federal Constituency of Bauchi State. I rise to second the amendment moved by Honorable Jaha Babao.
Against say nay. That's have it. Those in favor of the motion as amended say aye. Against say nay. That's have it. The Spirit colleagues.